guys, welcome to my summer TBR and reading plans. I've decided for the duration of the summer, I'm just going to try to do one TBR, I think. Really, I just want to take this summer reading, just kind of like take it as it comes, read what I want to read. So I pulled out a stack of books that have been sitting on my shelves. A couple of them are library books that I've had out for a while, that are really sticking out to me, that I really want to get to. So I'm going to go through those, and my plan is just to, like read them if I want to read them in the order I want to read them. If I don't want to read them, I won't. I'll pick something else out. The same is kind of going to be true for my channel. I'm going to post videos when I want to post videos. I'm not going to pressure myself. It's just, I just want to have like a relaxing summer. I want to live in the moment, enjoy my time with my family, and also just enjoy my time reading all the books. Last year I read like 15 to 20 books a month. The year before, I read 2 books all summer. So being on BookTube has been good for my reading life, but also, I don't know, I just feel like I just want to read what I want to read, and yeah, just enjoy this summer. So one other thing I'm going to be doing this summer, I don't have these books on this stack because I don't own any, but I want to buy some, is I am going to choose an author, well, I've already chosen an author, to be my like mentor for the summer. So I've chosen Sally Clarkson. I recently read her A Waking Wonder. I've read a few of her books over the years, and I feel like she is a woman that kind of has similarities in her life to mine, but she's, in her 60s, I think now, almost 70. So she's farther along the journey, and I feel like she has so much wisdom she can give to me, and it comes through in her books. So I feel like she's going to be my like bookish mentor and help me with my homeschooling, my parenting, and all sorts of things. So I'm excited about that. I hope to, in the next couple of weeks, buy a bunch of her books, so maybe I'll share that in a video coming up. But pretty much I just want to slowly read her books throughout the summer, kind of like read a chapter a day. Often in the morning I have like a morning basket where I have my Bible and a bunch of other things, and one of her books is always going to be in there, and I'm gonna like slowly read through a few of them this summer. Okay, now apart from that, I have a stack of books. Let's go through them. The first one here is Words of Radiance. So when I do a wrap up for May, you will find out, but I actually finally finished The Way of Kings. And once I started the audiobook instead of reading the physical book, it went a lot faster. I think that book was like 45 hours, and then I listened to it on double time, so double speed, so it wasn't quite that much. But these ones I think get chunkier as they go. And yeah, so I'm hoping to read like one a month. So I guess for my summer TBR, I will hopefully have finished the series by the end of the summer, but we'll see. And these are in no particular order. There's some like nonfiction, some fiction, middle grade. It's just kind of all on a stack. This one is a nonfiction that I bought quite a while ago. It's called Love Where You Live: How to Live Sent in the Place You Call Home. And I have, over the years, had a hard time living where I live and living here, being present, which is one of the things I want to do this summer. And so I feel like this would be a really good one. I found this one just on Book Outlet. I've never heard of this author, Shauna Pilgreen, so I don't know anything about the book, but the subtitle really drew me in. So hopefully this is a good one. Oh, an Agatha Christie. I think maybe I only pulled one Agatha Christie off my shelf. I will probably read more, but this one is Evil Under the Sun. I know Becca from Hicks Picks Books read this one a while ago, and when she was talking about it, I just knew that I needed to read this one like ASAP. This one is a Poirot mystery. I don't know anything about it. Yeah, I don't know if I even want to. We're just gonna go into this blind, but this is kind of like my top Agatha Christie of the summer. There will probably be a few more. Then continuing series here, I've got Anola Holmes. This is book 2, The Case of the Left-Handed Lady. I might just continue this series as well. I only own up to book 2, but I might get some from the library, or see if I can find some on Book Outlet, or else I'll just wait on this series. So this is like middle grade mystery. kind of like upper middle grade, I think. She's supposed to be the younger sister to Mycroft and Sherlock. And I really enjoyed book 1. I think I gave it like 4 stars when I read it. So I'm curious to follow along with her and see where she goes from the end of book 1. I'm curious to see how they pick up and continue on the series. Then this one is My Life with the Liars. This is by Kayla Carter. She wrote Forever or a Long Long Time, which I gave 5 stars, I think in February. And this is a book about a girl that leaves a cult, and I think it's from the time she leaves the cult and then kind of like her journey. And I've heard really good things about this one from Anne over at Elizabeth Ann Reads. So yeah, like this is a must read, and it's not very big, it's middle grade, the font's not super tiny, so this should be a fast read, and I'm really excited about this one. Then The Westing Game. I actually just listened to the Inheritance Games this last week and really enjoyed it, and I know that kind of has the same vibes as this one. This is just more of a classic. Actually, I don't know what year this was written in. 78? Oh, I didn't realize it was that old. Okay, but it is about some kind of mystery when 16 people, unlikely people, gather for the reading of a very strange will. And there's some kind of like game involved. So it's very much like the Inheritance Games. So I'm curious about this one. I heard this also has like codes and ciphers, which are things that I like in books. So people have recommended this one to me, and it's been sitting on my shelf. And so I'm excited about that one. I'm just excited about all these books. I'm just going to keep saying that. Oh, and then this one was an accidental purchase, kind of. It's Keep Showing Up by Karen Eamon. I knew I was buying this book, but I thought it was Keep Showing Up like a friendship book, but it's actually a marriage book. It's How to Stay Crazy in Love When Your Love Drives You Crazy. Maybe I should have read the subtitle when I purchased the book, but obviously I didn't. But I have read another book by Karen Eamon, or maybe 2, and enjoyed her writing, so I think this will be a good one. Oh, this one's been on my cart for a while. This was also an accidental purchase. I thought I was buying an Agatha Christie book, but apparently it's actually by Sophie Hannah. So it's like a spin-off of Agatha Christie, I think. I don't know. Oh yeah, so she does use Poirot as a character. The Monogram Murders is this one, and I think it might be the first in a series. I don't know. I've heard that this might not be the greatest, but it was an accidental purchase, and it's supposed to be Agatha Christie-esque, so I'm gonna give it a try. One I'm very excited about, I mean, really all of them, but Fragments of Fear. I have read now 3 Carrie Stewart Parks books, I think, and I've really enjoyed her twists, and so yeah, I want to get to this one ASAP. Formula of Deception I read last month. That was so good. And yeah, I've got a few more I want to get to, but this will be my next one. This one is about a woman whose world comes crashing down with the suicide of her fiance. And then, what happens here? She gets a phone call that her dog is about to be destroyed at the pound, except she doesn't own a dog. The shelter is adamant that the microchip embedded in the canine has her name and address. So yeah, that's curious. Kind of on the same vibes. This is Mind Games. And it's the book 1 in a series. This is, I think, more the Christian romantic suspense genre, and I don't know. I know I've heard kind of like mediocre things about this series, but you guys, I don't know, the covers of this series really speak to me, and I own book 2 and 3. So I want to read book 1, which I have from the library, and then see if I continue the series. I think I will, and then I'll kind of let you know what I think of it. Another one I have from the library is Unoffendable. I've heard really good things about this book by Brant Hansen. I read Blessed Are the Misfits by him a few months ago, and his writing was really funny. and really had me engaged. So I'm curious about this. It's not fiction about, we're not entitled to our anger. Really? Isn't taking offense normal? Aren't we supposed to get offended? Isn't anger at sin justifiable? If God gets mad, why can't we? And so this is supposed to help us drop our anger and self-centeredness to yield humility, let things go, and energy replaces weariness. So embrace forgiveness and choose to be unoffendable. Yeah, that one sounds good. Another one I'm really excited about, theme, Network of Deception. This is book 2 in, I don't actually know what this series is called, but it's by Tom Threadgill. The first book was Collision of Lies, and I give that one 5 stars. And I actually don't know what happens in this one. We follow the same detective as that book, but I haven't read the back and I kind of don't want to. So I know not much about this. One last library one. This one is Alone. This is kind of like a middle grade survival story. I think this girl somehow is alone. Is it in Alaska? I feel like it might be in Alaska. Kind of also don't want to read too much, trying to skim. I'm not sure. But it's middle grade free verse, and I like free verse novels, so I'm going to read this one. This one was, I think it just came out January, February of this year. Oh, speaking of Carrie Stewart Parks, here's another one. The Bones Will Speak. This is book 2 in her Gwen Marcy series, and I read book 1 a while ago and really enjoyed that one, so I'm excited to continue this series. Gwen Marcy is a forensic, what is she? Artist, I think she yeah, I'm not sure. In the previous book she used skulls from dead bodies to recreate like casts of their head. I don't know what goes on in this book, but I'm excited to continue that series. And then starting a series. This is actually an older series. 2005, I guess it's not that old. This is Terry Blackstock's Last Light series. I've read a lot of her books. I started in high school, loved her books, and then only started reading hers again like a year or 2 ago. And I haven't read the series at all. It is, what series is it? The Restoration series. And I got book 1, so I'm going to try this out. I don't really know anything about it. She writes Christian, kind of like romantic suspense. It's more heavy on the suspense than the romance usually, but we'll see. Oh, and then Outbreak. This one is about a pandemic, so that's why it's fun. What year was this written? 2019. I don't know if it's like just sticking out to me because of what's happened in the last year and a half, but I've read a lot of pandemic books in the last while. So this is a Christian suspense book. Something about some kind of virus off of the west coast of Africa. So excited about that. And the last book, one that is possibly the most recommended book to me on this channel, that is The Girl Behind the Red Robe. This has been recommended nonstop since I said I liked books about cults. I don't really know anything about it. I was kind of over Ted Decker's writing, but so many people have told me to read this, and he wrote it with his daughter, so hopefully she balances out whatever it is I don't like about Ted Decker's writing. It just says here, 10 years ago, Grace saw something that would forever change the course of history. I don't want to read more. So yeah, I'm like really excited about all these books in case you couldn't tell. I think it's going to be a great summer. I'm excited just to kind of take things easy, read what I want to read. Yeah, and like post videos when I want to post videos. I think it will be really good. Just kind of to reset and relax, and I hope you guys all have a great summer. I'm saying that as if I'm gonna like not talk again, but I'll definitely be back probably pretty soon. But let me know what are like some of your like, I don't know, top 3 to like top 5 books that you want to read this summer. Thanks for watching, guys.